Hello, and welcome to an admittedly very impromptu set of battles in Season 12 of Go Battle League. So first and foremost, I do apologize for missing out on all of the streams I had set for this past week. Admittedly, that week just came back from a mini vacation, and I guess apparently I needed another mini vacation. So I apologize for that one, and apologies in advance, or I guess just a heads up / apologies, but I'm going to be out again all of next week, so no streams going on then, but hopefully we have some content coming onto YouTube during that time. Maybe. Possibly, maybe. We'll get more into that if and when that comes to fruition, but for now, because we've missed last week and because I'm going to be missing next week, I figured it would, while it is unorthodox for us to be streaming on this channel on Mondays and Wednesdays, I figured might as well get as many streams as we can to both make up and to cover for last weekend next week. And I know it pretty much just adds up to the same amount of streams that we usually do, but you know, I don't know. So yeah, that's why we're streaming on a Monday and why we do have a stream planned for Wednesday, but we can go ahead and talk about stream schedules at a later time, because for now, excuse me. Because for now, we're going to be duking it out in some Go Battle League. We're going to be duking it out in the Ultra League and the Ultra League Premier Classic. Ooh. AKA no Pokemon powered up by XL candies and no legendary or mythical Pokemon or Ultra Beasts for that matter allowed in this cup. So I think Ultra Beasts aren't allowed in this. I think I saw some people that brought it in, but I think it's been remedied as of now. So if we do see some, well, we know what happened. We know if they're available or not. But yeah, in the meantime, enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and jump right into basic rewards. We're going to start things off in the Ultra League Premier Classic. We're going to do 2 sets of these, and then if time permits, we'll do 2 sets of Standard Open Ultra League just to close things out. But for now, we'll jump into Premier Classic. We'll be starting out with the OG Classic meta Pokemon from last season in the form of Walrein, rocking its exclusive moves Powder Snow and Icicle Spear, as well as the charge move Earthquake. Smack dab in the middle, we have ourselves Gallade. A little bit more on the fragile side, but I believe Gallade will be rocking Confusion, as well as Leaf Blade and Close Combat. Hopefully we'll get some good switch-ins with Gallade here, and finally we'll be closing out with the ever trusty Venusaur. Sorry, I was trying to figure out a nickname, but Venusaur works. Ever trusty Venusaur, rocking Vine Whip, as well as Frenzy Plant and Sledge Bomb. So yeah, let's see how this team goes. Let's see how this team goes. I got tongue-tied between goes and fairs, but anyway. In any event, we'll see how this team does as we go against our first opponent, Scorin 94. Alright, Scorin, what do you got? First roundup is going to be up against a Gallade. So with that, we're probably going to want to switch out in a moment, but for now, I might as well chuck out a Icicle Spear. Why not? Get that going. Get some good damage in, and I'll go ahead and switch out for my Venusaur. Venusaur's not feeling all too happy about tanking those confusions. Excuse me again. But with that, we'll go ahead and shield out here. It is Leaf Blade, so we would have been able to handle that just fine, but you know, it is what it is. With that, it is in the red, so I'm feeling a little comfortable. Even if it is close combat, I'm willing to let my Venusaur tank that out, apparently. Okay. Venusaur is not feeling too happy about tanking it, but we do manage to survive, so I'll take that. And we do manage to get through the Gallade at the very least. With that, the next mon to deal with is going to be their Walrein, into which case I will come in with my Gallade, into which case they will respond with a Trevenant. Definitely not a particularly ideal scenario for me right now, but it is what it is. With that, let's go ahead and fire off. Might as well fire off a close combat. Why not? Probably could have saved that for the Walrein, admittedly, but, you know, it is what it is. With that, let's go ahead and fire off that close combat, take out their shield, and with that, we're going to bring back the Walrein. It is going to need to try and tank out this next Seed Bomb. I'm assuming we should be okay. Probably well into the red, maybe. Oof. Right at the yellow, but we do survive. We do survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and fire up an Icicle Sphere, get that Trevenant right on out of here, and with that, we just have the rest of the Walrein to take care of, into which case they are probably... They are building energy. They are building energy today. With that, we're not going to KO it, but we should get some good damage in with Earthquake right here. Alright, and with that... I think they're going to fire off one Icicle Spear here, which is going to finish off my Walrein, and I think they have a second... Oh no, they're going to fire off Earthquake. Okay. Okay, okay. With that... Ooh, I think now they have enough energy, I think, for an Icicle Sphere. I don't think they have enough for 2 Earthquakes. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I think this Icicle Sphere should be... Ooh, I am still alive, but not by much. And unfortunately, they actually did have one more shield. I didn't actually realize that. So even if I did save the close combat, that probably would have been my demise in either way. So an unfortunate loss to start out the night. But nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so not off to a particularly great start. But, you know... First match of the night. Still got 4 more in this set, and we still got 3 more sets, 2 or 3 more sets, depending on you know, time constraints and all that. But let's see if we can get ourselves our first win of the night as we go into our next match. Let's go against Ellie Morty. All right, Ellie Morty, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Larvitar. All right. If anything, I would greatly respect the shiny flex. But there goes the Larvitar. RIP, you have served. Well, you were there. With that, next one was a shiny Yamask, if I recall, if I saw correctly. And with that, the final one is going to be a shiny Pikachu, which we were able to clear out pretty quickly. So... truly one of the most difficult matches I've ever had to go through. But side note, much respect to the shiny flex, and you know, maybe a bit of trolling going, but nonetheless, GG's all around. I may have won the battle, but they have won the flex, the shiny flex. Definitely unusual. Definitely caught me off guard. But hey, you never know. You never know. With that, we're going to be moving on to battle number 3 with 1 win under our belt and 1 loss. Let's see if we can get ourselves a second win of this set as we go into our next match against MPX9. Alright, MPX9, what do you got? Ooh, first matchup is going to be up against an Electivire. Alrighty, with that, I'm going to actually switch out for my Gallade, because I'm feeling the Gallade. I'm feeling confident with the Gallade. I believe we should be able to tank out this next move no matter what it is. It is Ice Punch. Oh yeah, we're getting ever so close to the yellow, but we're still hanging comfortably in the green. Still hanging comfortably in the green. With that, go ahead and fire off Leaf Blade. Manage to clear out their first shield there. And with that, the next mon they're going to be bringing in is a Sceptile. Definitely different. I will give them that. That's definitely different. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield here. It's going to be an Aerial Ace. rather not tank that. Thank you very much. With that, we got another Leaf Blade going, so we might as well fire that off. It's not going to be very effective, but I think it should do... Take out a shield. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out this next attack, which is going to be another... Or it's going to be their Leaf Blade. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Walrein. It is going to need to tank out one Leaf Blade, so it's probably going to hurt quite a bit, but we should be able to survive it. Yeah, it gets us well into the yellow, but we do live to tell another tale. With that though, they are coming back in hot with the Electivire. I'm going to go ahead and waste no time here. Try and one-shot it right on out of here with an Earthquake. There we go. Get rid of the Electivire. And with that, the final one to deal with is going to be a Swampert. And with that, I think this Hydro Cannon is going to be taking on my Walrein. RIP, buddy, you have served well. But fortunately, we do have a Venusaur hanging out in the back, so we should be able to clear out this Swampert real quick with one Frenzy Plant. Hope we land well. Yep, there we go. Cleared out the Swampert and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's, GG's all around. Alright. So right now, we started out with a loss. We had a little bit of an interesting team to go up against in the second round, but it did lead with us in a win. And finally, we did get ourselves our second win of tonight with this most recent battle. Let's see if we can get a win streak going. Let's see if we can get victory number 3 of this set as we battle up against Melissa 888. Alright, Melissa, what do you got? First roundup's going to be up against a Trevenant. A Trevenant and some weak connections. Rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, with that, we do reach Icicle Spear first, so we'll go ahead and fire that one off their way. Do manage to clear out a shield there. Nice, nice. Alright, with that, I think even if it is Shadow Ball, we should be able to tank out at least one. So I am going to go ahead and save my shields here. It is Seed Bomb. We are actually able to save that, but it did get a little bit close for comfort there, not gonna lie. With that, ooh, they do switch in for the Alolan Muk, into which case, for one reason or another, I bring in my Gallade, who doesn't really have anything to properly damage the Muk, but, you know, I probably would not have fared all too well against the Trevenant, so take whatever victories I can get, I guess. Anyway, with that, they're gonna be firing off a Dark Pulse. Definitely don't want to tank that. Thank you very much. Well, I guess we could have like survived with like neutral damage if anything, but in any event, we might as well try to go for the Hail Mary here. Let's go ahead and fire off that close combat, either clear the Muk or clear their second shield. Okay, we do manage to clear the Muk. Nice, nice. With that, we are saying goodbye to our Gallade here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I am going to go ahead and bring back the Walrein. I am going to go ahead and shield out this next attack. I'm assuming it's going to be Seed Bomb again. It is going to be Seed Bomb again. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out for Venusaur. I'm assuming it's going to be trying to tank out a Seed Bomb here. Yeah, there it is. And we're able to tank that with relative ease there. Alright, with that. Oof, they've read well into my move there. I'm going to go ahead and chuck a Sludge Bomb into their Drapion. Barely doing a thing there. With that though, yeah, so it's probably not gonna like what comes next. I'm not gonna lie to you. This probably does not bode well for Venusaur. And we do lose a little bit of our defense there. Not particularly an ideal place to be, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and fire our Frenzy Plant. We do get them well into the yellow. Can we stall enough to get Walrein back on the field? I'm honestly not sure. Let's go ahead and fire off another Frenzy Plant. We actually do manage to clear out the remainder of the Drapion, but we do now have to face off the rest of the Trevenant, who does finish off Walrein with the Seed Bomb and finishes off my Venusaur with Shadow Claw. So unfortunately, while we came close, we were not able to seal the deal there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Right, give me one moment, I need a drink. It's easy. Whew, okay. Sorry. I think my dinner fights me. Anyway. Sorry. Maybe a little bit TMI there. But in any event, we're 2 wins, 2 losses. Or 1.5 if you consider whatever that was. But we have one final chance. Let's see if we can end this in a positive set as we move into our final match of this set. Which is going to be up against Margaret 3306. Alright, Margaret, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Gyarados. Gyarados coming in hot with the Dragon Breath. Much respect to that, much respect to that. Alright, with that, we're going to go ahead and chuck as many Icicle Spears your way as we can. Not going to do too much damage, but, you know, it gets some of that good old-fashioned neutral damage going, so I'll take that. With that, we're going to go ahead and try and tank this out. I'm assuming it's going to be Crunch. Yeah. Does get us right into the yellow there, but right now we're holding strong, we're holding strong. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off another Icicle Spear their way. Maybe get him into the red. Nope, get a shield right out of there. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, with that, we have another Icicle Spear heading their way. Let's go ahead and fire that off. Ooh, we actually do manage to take out both of their shields there, so I will gladly take that. Thank you very much. And with that, I am actually going to go ahead and let my Walrein bite the dust. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Gallade, who should be able to... Yep, we are able to finish off the Gyarados with 2 confusions there. With that, though, we are now faced with a Primarina, into which case I am going to respond with a Venusaur, who is now up against a Swampert. We definitely do have the appropriate type matchups for both of them today. With that, we got one Frenzy Plant right off out of there. And with that, we should go ahead and block out this attack because I do not want to tank it. If I don't have to, I'd rather not. Thank you very much. And with that, let's go ahead and fire off one final Frenzy Plant here, and I believe that should get us victory number 3 of this set. There we go. Alright, with that, victory number 3 secured. We do end this set in a positive. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we can go ahead and claim this 530 Stardust, this Silver Pineapple Berry, and finally this Ralts. Ralts is cool. Rice is always cool to have. Alright, now we got ourselves a brand new Ralts. Decent IVs, but I'm going to transfer you out. And with that, we can go ahead and claim this rank reward, into which case we are now halfway to rank 13. And we got ourselves a cool 1949 Stardust. Speaking of, just a quick recap of our ranks. Right now we are at rank 12. As you saw, we are currently halfway to rank 13, and right now we got ourselves 42 wins out of 65 battles. Not really feeling like doing the math here, but I can at least guarantee you it's well over 50%. So I'll take it. I'll take it for now. Speaking of being over 50%, we are currently starting tonight off in the positive with 3 wins out of 5. So good start. Good start. At the very least, we know kind of sort of what we can expect moving into the rest of Ultra Premier Classic. I think if I was paying attention a little bit more, I probably would I probably could give you more details on that, but admittedly I can't remember off the top of my head. So basically I have learned nothing from this past set, and we'll just continue to blindly move in, but this time with an entirely different team. Alright, so excuse me. Okay. We good. We alive. Maybe a little bit more water. And then we alive. Alright. Okay. Alright, so with that, starting out the night with positive 3 wins out of 5. Let's see if we can keep the positive sets going as we move into our second and final live set of battles in Ultra League Premier Classic. With that, we'll jump into the basic rewards, jump into UL Premier Classic, and this time around we're going to be starting out with our Lucky Dragonite, rocking Dragon Breath as well as Dragon Claw, and its brand new Superpower. See if we can catch some people off guard with that. In the middle, speaking of superpower, we have the ever tanky Snorlax rocking Lick, as well as Body Slam and Superpower. And finally, we'll be closing out with the ever trusty Swampert rocking Mudshot, as well as Hydro Cannon and Earthquake. So, without further ado, let's see how this team does. Alright. So match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Mr. Gary 1709. Alright, Mr. Gary, what do you got? Mr. Gary's first Pokemon is going to be a Shiny Flex in the form of Swampert. Much respect to that, much respect to that. With that, I'm pretty sure we should be able to tank out any Hydro Cannon they fire our way, but with that said, they do manage to switch out for a Walrein, so I'm going to go ahead and Hail Mary a Superpower here. Ooh, get them well into the yellow, and go ahead and dip, and bring in the Snorlax. Excuse me. And with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off our ever trusty Body Slam spams. With that, even if it is Earthquake, I believe Snorlax should be able to tank at least one of those. As Icicle Spear, yeah, we were able to handle that, definitely. With that, I'm assuming another Icicle Spear or Earthquake is going to be in our near future. I think either way we should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and test my luck there. Here's Earthquake, gets us well into the red, but Snorlax still hanging in strong here. Snorlax still hanging in strong. Let's go ahead and fire off another Body Slam. Get that Walrein right on out of here. And with that, we are now once again face to face with the Swampert. With that, I'm going to go ahead and save my shields here. Let my Snorlax bite the dust. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I'm going to come right back with the Dragonite, who is able to handle the Mud Shots fairly well. I'm assuming it could no Sludge Wave, which is going to hurt quite a bit, but nope, it is going to be Hydro Cannon, so we're able to tank that fairly well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way, clear out their Swampert, and with that, the final mon that we're dealing with is going to be a Venusaur. Oh, buddy. Okay. Okay. Things have gotten complicated all of a sudden. Alright, well, the good news for us is we have 2 shields on us, so I'm gonna go ahead and use those to my advantage here. Alright, with that, I'm assuming we should be able to get to at least one more Dragon Claw. We are. We're able to fire that off, and we are able to clear out the Venusaur and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. Thank goodness, because Swampert against that Venusaur would have been the death of me. But Dragonite being claiming potential MVP status of tonight, holding the fort down against that team. Solid work on Dragonite's part, and Snorlax for being the absolute unit that it is. So yeah, GG's all around. Alright, so right now we are 1 for 1. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 as we move on to our next match, which is starting right now. Alright, and this match is going to be up against Flout 501. Alright, Flout, what you got? First matchup is going to be against a Shadow Mach. Oh, buddy. Coming in swinging, don't you? Yeah, with that, it seems to be a battle of potent fast moves right out the gate, as we have my Dragon Breath against their Poison Jab. Fortunately, we do have the ever spammy Dragon Claw on us, but they also have the ever spammy insert Thunder Punch here. Oof. Alright, with that, I'm going to go ahead and switch on out for my Swampert, into which case they will switch on out for their Primarina. Alrighty, into which case I am going to try and see if I can waste no time here. Fire off an Earthquake right at them. Ooh, get them well into the red there. I will happily take that. Thank you very much. With that, let's go ahead and actually fire off a Hydro Cannon their way, where either clear out their shield or clear out their Primarina. We did manage to clear out the Primarina, so I'll take that. And with that, next mon we have to deal with is going to be a Shadow Snorlax. Oh, buddy. Okay. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and fire off another Hydro Cannon their way, clear out their first shield. And with that, okay, we do actually manage to get to one more Hydro Cannon before my Swampert bites the dust. And with that, do we get the... Yep, we get okay. With that, I'll go ahead and bring back Dragonite here, who is going to want to shield out everything that Snorlax is throwing our way. It's gonna be Body Slam. Definitely would not have survived that. And we do have, I'm assuming, another Body Slam coming our way. We'll go ahead and shield out that. And oh, there it is. Wondering when that Body Slam was going to hit. But there it is. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Dragon Claw their way, either clear out the Snorlax or clear out their final shield. We do manage to clear the shield, and with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out for the Snorlax, into which case they will switch out for the Mach. Okay, Shadow Mach, what do you got? Alright, it's going to be Dark Pulse. We are able to tank it out like a champ. With that, just in case, I'm not 100% sure if they have another charge move packing soon, so we'll go ahead and fire off Body Slam. Just get that Mach right on out of here. And with that, we do have one final showdown with the Snorlax, but fortunately we have a very fancy way to finish them off in the form of Superpower. Alright, and with that, we now just secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's all around. Alright, so far so good with this team. We got ourselves 2 wins out of 2. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if we can keep this going. Yeah, let's see if we can keep this up as we move into match number 3. Hoping for that 3 for 3. Hoping for a match number 3. Possibly. Maybe. Could it be? There it is. Alright, match number 3 is going to be against Ditson. Alright, Ditson, what do you got? First matchup is going to be against a Lycanroc. Ooh, okay. That's cool. I like it. I'm not really feeling these rocks though, so I'm going to go ahead and swap one out for my Snorlax here. I actually don't know what moves Midnight Rock'n'Lock knows, so... It knows Psychic Fang, one of the many Pokemon I'm assuming that has gained the access to Psychic Fang. Like seriously, a lot of Pokemon got Psychic Fang this past update, I swear. Anyway, with that, let's go ahead and keep on licking away at this Lycanroc. Let's see if we can tank out this next move. What else do you know? It's gonna be Psychic Fang again, so we are able to tank that out. It is chipping away at our defense, but fortunately it is Snorlax, so we have ourselves quite a good amount of defense to go around. With that, let's waste no time here. Let's go ahead and fire off a Superpower, get that Lycanroc right on out of here. Was it necessary? Probably not, but we did it anyway. And with that, we've got Gyarados rocking Dragon Breath. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Dragonite here to fire off a Dragon Claw and probably dip right on after because Dragon Breath is starting to hurt quite a bit. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Swampert, into which case they will bring in Venusaur. My ever-sworn nemesis Venusaur makes its return to the field, this time against my Swampert properly. Alright, with that, I think I am actually going to go ahead and say goodbye to my Swampert here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. I'm mostly in the hopes that I have enough health with my Dragonite to both finish off this Venusaur and gain enough energy to fire off a Dragon Claw towards the Gyarados. Maybe 2, hopefully 2, fingers crossed 2. I don't know. Dragon Breath was taking quite a good chunk of health out of me, so this may be the beginning of the end. Yep, I don't think I have enough in me to get to nope. So unfortunately, at the end there, we were not able to secure the victory. We did come close, but sadly, the Dragon Breath on Gyarados was just too much for my Dragonite. Oh, I feel for it. But nonetheless, GG's all around. It was a good match. Never underestimate the Gyarados. The Dragon Gyarados. Some scary stuff, you know. Anyway, we're 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's see if we can go for 3 for 1 as we go into our next match against Batgirl 42. Alright, Batgirl, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Sylveon, so you know my answer for that. I'm going to go ahead and nope, right on out of there. And I'm going to bring in the Snorlax. Licking away at that Sylveon. And with that, we're going to fire off Body Slam. We're going to go ahead and deal a decent amount of damage, but nothing too fancy there. With that, let's go ahead and fire off another Body Slam their way. Do some good damage, or take out a shield. If we do manage to do some good damage, take that. With that, I am going to go ahead and shield out here just to keep my Snorlax alive for, at the very least, a little bit longer. Hopefully we do have enough in us to lick the rest of the Sylveon right on out of here. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And with that, ooh, they're coming in with the Walrein, into which case I am going to waste no time here and fire off a superpower their way. Ooh, and get them well into the yellow, I guess. And with that, I'm going under the assumption they have not got enough energy for Earthquake, but they might have. Oh, nope. It's going to be Icicle Sphere. Does hurt quite a bit, but, you know, we got Swampert's holding up, kind of, sort of. So, we're okay for now. We're okay for now. With that, we're going to go ahead and take out their first shield there. I'm going to try and save my shield for a little bit longer. It's going to be Icicle Sphere again. Gets us well into the red. I'm going to go ahead and fire off another Hydro Cannon their way. I'm assuming they're just going to tank this one at this point. I'm assuming. Yep. There we go. And with that, ooh, they're coming in with the Trevenant. They're coming in with the trees. They're bringing the trees. And with that, I'm going to just go ahead and bring back the Dragonite. I'm assuming by that speed, it's probably going to be Seed Bomb. Yep. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way. Clear out their second shield. They are going to fire off another charge move. I may be risking it here, but I'm going to try and tank it. It's going to be Seed Bomb again. Okay. We good. And 3, 4, 5. Switch! Ooh. Okay. Sorry, Snorlax. You have fought for the greater good. Alright, Peabody, you have served well. Alright, with that, we'll go ahead and clear out the Trevenant there. And hoping for the best. Alright, let's see if we can finish off that Walrein with a superpower here. Also another risk, but I think this will pay off. Yes, it will. Very much overkill, but yes, it will. And with that, we managed to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's, and GG's all around. Okay, so good news, we're ending tonight in this set as well in a positive, but we do still have one final match in us. Will it be another 3-2, or will we escalate to 4-1? I guess the only way to find out is to find and battle our final opponent of this set. Alright, final match has been found, and it's going to be up against LJ Boo, I think it was. Alright, LJ starting out with the Rainbow, Alolan Mawk. Knocking that ever-potent Dark Pulse. Sorry, Snarl. What am I talking about? I could be packing Dark Pulse as well, which is going to hurt quite a bit, but, you know, anyway. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Dragon Claw their way, and they have decided to shield that one. With that, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank out this next attack. Hoping for Dark Pulse. It is Dark Pulse. Oof, gets us well into the yellow. But that, actually, I'm going to want to shield out this next one. Alright, that's going to be another Dark Pulse, into which case I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out for my Swampert, into which case they are going to switch in for their Venusaur. Ooh, buddy. And with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way. Actually, I probably should have fired the... Yeah, I should have fired the Earthquake, because they probably wouldn't have tried to shield it if it was... Earthquake, not Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake. That would be my guess anyway. In any event, we are down one Pokemon. We're in the red with another. Speaking of being in the red with that Pokemon, let's go ahead and bring them in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and shield here because we do have a good amount of energy saved up. It's going to be Frenzy Plant. Not very effective, but considering the amount of health we have left, we would not have survived, I reckon. With that, I think we should be able to... Yep, we are able to Dragon Breath that Venusaur right on out of here. And with that, the final mon they have is going to be Charizard. In which case, go ahead and fire off that Dragon Claw. Some decent damage in. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Snorlax. Get some lick damage going. Going to be taking on the full force of a Blast Burn here, I'm assuming. Yep. Gets us well into the yellow there. But we're still kicking. We're still kicking. Somehow, some way, we're still kicking. Alright, with that, I'm assuming we're going to be clearing out the final... Oh, no, we're not going to be clearing out the final shield, as that final shield is going to be saved for a Alolan Muck. I probably should have fired off the... What do you call it? That Body Slam instead, just to see if I can get the shield out, but... Unfortunately, they got the Dark Pulse there, and with that, they're able to Snarl my Dragonite right out of the field. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think even if I did fire off Body Slam, I just would have taken out the shield. Probably would not have... Probably would have ended roughly the same way it did today. But, nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we end the night in... Or we end this set in another 3 wins out of 5, so... Excuse me. I appreciate the consistency. With that, we'll go ahead and claim this 530 Stardust, as well as the Silver Pineapple, speaking of consistency, and we got ourselves another Ralts. Speaking of consistency, it's like deja vu. My goodness. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a brand new Ralts, our second day streak, apparently. This one's actually really good stats, but I'm going to transfer out anyway. I apologize. And with that, we'll go ahead and claim these rank rewards, into which case we have made it to rank 13. Hey-oh. And we got ourselves a cool 2145 Stardust. Hey-oh. Okay, so there we go. Alright. So all in all, maintaining fairly good consistency in these Premier Cup and Premier Classic sets. With 3 wins out of 2 in our first and 3 wins out of 2 in our second. Although, I guess the first one would be 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 random second match with like level 1 shiny flex Pokemon. So take with that what you will. But yeah, so far so good. Sorry. went too far back. But yeah, with that, that pretty much ends our endeavors in the Premier Classic. Now it is time to remove the restraints from XL Pokemon and remove the restraints from Legendary and Mythicals. Mostly in our case, it's going to be Legendary and Mythicals, because I admittedly don't have any XL Pokemon prepped. But yeah, now we're going to be diving a little bit further into the deeper waters as we battle in Open Ultra League. Alright, keeping pretty much the same setting because it's still Ultra League. Alright, but with that... Sorry, something in my nose today. With that, let's go ahead and jump right back into the basic rewards. This time around, we're going to be jumping into Ultra League proper. And this time around, we're going to be starting out with the Altered Giratina, rocking a Shadow Claw as well as Shadow Claw and Dragon Claw, I believe. Going full-on claws, even though it has stumps. Anyway. Hanging out in the middle is the ever-trusty Venusaur, rocking Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Sludge Bomb. And closing out will be the last season greatness, that is Walrein, rocking Powder Snow, Icicle Spear, and Earthquake. So with this team in mind, let's see how we fare. Let's see how we do. Alright, first match is going to be up against 2Bib2. Alright, 2Bib, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Walrein, a Shiny Flex Walrein for that matter. So I'm actually going to go ahead and swap right on out for the Venusaur. Probably not the greatest of swap-ins, but it is what it is. With that, go ahead and try and tank out this one Icicle Spear. Probably get us well into the yellow, but it is what it is. With that, I'll go ahead and fire off a Frenzy Plant their way. Either do some pretty good damage to the Walrein or take out their first shield. Okay, we did manage to take out their first shield, so I'll take that. And with that, I think, yeah, we do have enough to get to one final Frenzy Plant, in which case we'll either take out their second shield or we're going to take out their, or do good damage to the Walrein. And we'll answer that question, into which case I am now going to go ahead and bring in our own Walrein. With that, I am going to go ahead and shield here, just in case they are firing up Earthquake. It is going to be Earthquake, so good news, my Walrein lives to see another day. With that, they're going to come in hot with their own Venusaur. In which case I am going to fire an Icicle Spear and dip. Because I am going to go ahead and bring in Giratina, who should be able to tank out Frenzy Plant or Sludge Bomb with relative ease. Yeah, we're able to handle that perfectly well there. With that, just in case, I'd rather not tank another Frenzy Plant. Thank you very much. That, we're going to fire off Dragon Claw, get rid of their Venusaur, and now we're going to face off against the Walrein. That ice is definitely packing quite a punch, not going to lie, but with that, we're going to go ahead and block out their Icicle Sphere, bring in the Dragon Claw, claw our way through this Walrein as much as we possibly can. Getting them right on the edge of yellow there, but now that they're deeper into the red, I have some faith that this will either get them very close to the edge or finish them off. It does finish them off. Oh, thank goodness. And with that, the final mon to deal with is going to be an Aggron. Color me surprised. It's an Aggron. Okay. That's cool. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Walrein, and let's see if I can. Oof. Unfortunately, they do get to their charge move. It could be Stone Edge, which could kill my... Yep, it's going to kill my Walrein. R.I.P. I tried to get greedy there. I'm willing to admit when I'm being greedy. So unfortunately, now my Giratina is going to try and have to claw its way through the rest of this Aggron, which is not going to be an easy feat. That is for certain. Alright, with that, we got ourselves another Dragon Claw up and running. It's not going to kill. Was it going to be enough for me to finish it off with a few more Shadow Claws? Ooh, unfortunately, we came close, but it looks like this is going to be the end of my Giratina, and unfortunately, it's going to be a loss. A loss to start the set. So, RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so, not particularly off to a great start, but, you know, we came close. The Aggron caught us trying to be greedy. So, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can fare a little better as we go into our next match, which is going to be up against 3 Ekra. Alright, 3 Ekra, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Scrafty. Hello. That, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Venusaur. And with that, the only thing that's really going to hurt us is Foul Play or maybe Dynamic Punch if it has it. But for the most part, I think we should be able to tank out anything that it throws at us, especially in this first one. And this first one's going to be Foul Play. Yeah. Gets us right on the edge of... right on the edge of yellow, but... Sorry, we're okay. And in the meantime, though, they do come in with the Galarian Stunfisk. We're starting to see those potential XL candies come to play. Maybe sort of. In any event, they're gonna go ahead and throw some rocks at us. The ever tried and true throw more rocks at it. Admittedly, a very respectable strategy. Excuse me. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and fire off another Frenzy Plant their way. And with that, I think they're gonna be throwing more rocks at us. Into which case, I am attempting to tank it. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring back the Giratina. Who I believe, even if it is Earthquake, we should be able to get to at least deep in the yellow, I believe, at the very least. I forgot to do one final circle. That's on me. But in any event, there's nothing that can really like crazy hurt us with. Okay, so the Earthquake doesn't even get us into yellow, which is good. It's good. Good to know. Good to know. And with that, let's go ahead and finish this Stunfisk right on out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Alright, with that, next mon is going to be a Swampert. And in which case, my best tactic here is to throw more claws at it. With that, I'm assuming it's going to be a Hydro Cannon. It's going to get us well into the red, but we should be able to survive it just fine. Yep. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap out for my Walrein here. Who, if anything, may want to look out for Earthquake, but we should still be able to survive at least one of those before our inevitable demise. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and try and tank it out. Yep, it's going to be Hydro Cannon. We are perfectly fine. With that, can we... Maybe got a little bit too greedy there, but I'm assuming it's going to be Hydro Cannon once again, so I'm going to try and tank it out. It's Hydro Cannon. We are now in the yellow, but we are alive. Alive enough to tell the tale, at the very least. With that, let's go ahead and fire off an Earthquake their way. Get some pretty decent neutral damage, I'm assuming. There we go. And with that... Now I'm gonna oh, hello. Oh, in any event, Walrein lives to tell another tale. Giratina has the opportunity to get a Dragon Claw in before its potential inevitable demise. Yep, there it goes. Oh, actually, it lived to tell another tale. Go ahead and block that. Clear out the Scrafty, and with that we actually do manage to secure ourselves a victory. I thought there was a little bit left in the Swampert, but through the skin of all of my Pokemon's teeth, we managed to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's all around. That felt like a very long battle, I'm not gonna lie to you. That one dragged a bit. That one took a lot out of probably my Pokemon, but definitely me. Definitely my Pokemon, but also me. It was a lot. Anyway, I believe with that we are 1-1. Let's see if we can get ourselves 2-1 as we go against Burner 209 for our third match. Alright, first Pokemon to deal with is going to be a Sylveon. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and nope right on out of there. Thank you very much. Rather not deal with it if I don't have to. With that, they're going to come in with their own Venusaur. Probably good to take care of that now so Walrein doesn't have to. And with that... I'm assuming they're going to be coming in with their own Sludge Bomb now, considering how well we handled it the first time. Yep. Okay, so now we're both in the yellow. I'm going to go ahead and fire Frenzy Plant their way, because Frenzy Plant just takes a little bit less energy than the Sludge Bomb counterpart. With that, I am going to go ahead and shield out here. I'm assuming it's going to be their Frenzy Plant. Nope, it is going to be their Sludge Bomb. Okay. And with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off our final Sludge Bomb here. We're either going to take out their second shield, or we're going to take out their Venusaur. Hoping for the Venusaur. Yep, there it is. And with that, we are now face to face once again with the Sylveon. Into which case I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Frenzy Plant their way. Sludge Bomb will be more effective, but I'd rather fire off something while I'm still alive. And with that, we do actually manage to take out their second shield. So with that, keeping my Venusaur alive for potential bait switch for future reference, I guess. Anyway, but in the meantime... Walrein was able to do some good damage with Icicle Spear on Sylveon, but now it's time to try and do as much damage as we can with Icicle Spear on Swampert. And with that, I might be pulling a bit of a risky move here, but I'm going to try and see if Walrein can tank this next move. It's Earthquake. Gets us well into the red, but we're still alive. We're still kicking. We're still kicking. We're still going. We're still going. Oh. Almost lost a little bit of power in my Icicle Spear there. Would have been unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, but with that, we say goodbye to my Walrein there, but now it's time for Giratina to try and handle this Sylveon. Definitely not the greatest of matchups here, but you know, we're gonna try our best. We have full health here. We only have Dragon Claw, but Shadow Claw is packing in a decent amount of punches. Let's see if it's enough. I believe. This may actually be a little bit closer than I'm comfortable with. But let's go ahead and fire off one more Dragon Claw, and hopefully this will either finish it or the next Shadow Claw will. And yep, there we go. One more Shadow Claw. Cleared the Sylveon. Giratina definitely not happy to take all that charm, but nonetheless we made it through. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, I believe, unless I'm missing a battle somewhere in the middle, we are now 2 wins, 1 loss. I'm just gonna keep the momentum going. So let's see if we can break into the positive with this next match, which is going to be starting soon against Neildrum 10. Alright, Neil, what do you got? First round is going to be against a Granbull. Okay. Different. With that, of course, it's Rock and Charm. It's always naturally going to Rock Charm. With that, they do manage to switch just in time for the Giratina, who I'm assuming is, yep, definitely going to be able to tank that Frenzy Plant like nobody's business. Alright, it is a Giratina that is rocking Dragon Breath, which is rather concerning, but you know, we just gotta do the best that we can, fire as many Frenzy Plants as we can when we can. With that, I'm actually going to try and tank out Dragon Claw? Shadow Sneak. Okay, but we do remain alive, but Not by much. Excuse me. Alright, with that, we're gonna fire off another Frenzy Plant, get them well into the red. Oh, excuse me. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Walrein, use up the shield. I'm pretty sure Dragon Claw or Shadow Sneak would not have done all that much damage, admittedly, but you know, play it as safe as we can. We are down one Pokemon. Alright, but with that, we do manage to clear out the Giratina, and now we are up against the... what is that? Clone Venusaur? Is it Clone? I forget. I forget what they actually call it. I think it's cloned. Anyway. Well, nonetheless, we're up against Special Venusaur. We're up against the Special Venusaur. With that, they're going to fire a Frenzy Plant. I'm assuming they're going to be bringing in... Yep, they're going to bring back the Grand Bull. Into which case, we are not going to have the greatest of times. But... you know... we're going to try our best. We're going to try our best here. Hopefully, Grand Bull isn't as tanky as I assume it is. And we're able to fire all the Dragon Claws at it to at least get to the red before Walrein comes back. Oof. Actually, we do manage to get to the red. But I'm assuming... oh yeah, it has a charge move at the ready. How much damage are we taking from this? Oh, we're gonna take a lot. Okay. Yep. I don't think we're winning this one. Not after that. Nope. Not after that. Ah, you jerk. They do decide to shield out the Grand Bull to just rub the salt right in the... just to finish us off with Grand Bull. I guess it's a solid play. Might as well try and guarantee with the Grand Bull before tempting fate with the Venusaur. I think that Venusaur had a decent amount of health left to it, so... yeah, nonetheless, GG's all around. Alrighty, so considering we have one more battle in us, that tells me we are 2 wins, 2 losses. So it all comes down to here. Do we once again find ourselves with 3 wins out of 5? Or are we ending tonight on a negative 2 wins out of 5? All it comes down to our final match against PFAC 21. Well, however you pronounce it, first matchup is going to be up against a Dragouge. Okay. Ooh, Dragouge rocking the Dragon Tail. Which is something my Giratina is not too fond of taking, but I never actually realized it's a Dragon and Poison type. I don't know why I thought it was Water and Poison. Maybe that's its pre-evolution? I don't know. Anyway. Good to know, good to know. With that, we are now... well, we brought it well into the red there. I'm going to go ahead and shield out... oh, it is Outrage, so I'm definitely glad I shielded that. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in Walrein, into which case they're going to bring in Umbreon. Ooh, in all of its tankiness. The good news is I believe we should be able to tank out at least 1 or 2 of their charge moves, because they're not particularly like closeout material, but Umbreon itself can tank us out really well, so there's a possibility we may be here a while. May want to sit back, get comfy here. It's a battle of attrition. The Walrein versus the Umbreon. Who gives in the end? I may try an Earthquake. I may try and build up for an Earthquake. See if I can... maybe not. I'm just gonna keep on spamming the Icicle Spear. It's what we got. It's what we got. Ooh, with that, I actually go ahead and swap out for my Venusaur, who is now going to be attempting to tank out as many foul plays as it can. Ooh, but with that, they do come in hot, literally hot, with the Talonflame. Ooh, I'm in a rock and a hard place with a lot of these matchups today. Not gonna lie. We're in a rough spot with this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not seeing a good way out of this. The only hope is Giratina. All hope lies on the Tina. Maybe Warren. Yeah, we're hanging out very heavily in yellow health country here. I have decided to block. It is gonna be flame charge. I can only assume that means the next move they're gonna throw at me is gonna be Brave Bird. Possibly. Let's see. Is it gonna be Brave Bird? Are they good? Or do they have enough faith in... Nope, this is gonna be Brave Bird. They're gonna clear out the Giratina. They have Walrein left. They have Umbreon and a shield. So I'm not looking at a positive outcome here. We live to fire off one final Icicle Spear. Do they shield or do they tank? I would tank. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, we were not able to seal the deal. We weren't even able to kill off any of their Pokemon. Or faint any of their Pokemon, sorry. But regardless, we put up a fight. We tried the best we could. Wasn't enough to secure the victory in the end, but it was a hard fought and well fought battle. Nonetheless, GG's all around. Alright, so with that, unfortunately, leads us to our first negative win-loss set. Assuming it registers for me. Hang on. We have a Weeping Bow hanging out. Yeah, Weeping Bow. Anyway, so yeah, we only got 2 wins out of 5, which is not terrible, but not ideal. In any event, let's go ahead and claim this 570 Stardust as well as this Fast TM. And with that, we are now a quarter of the way to rank 14. Okay. Alright, so let me update my numbers. There we go. Oh, sorry. Need to stay hydrated. Important. But sorry, excuse me. In any event, I guess just to recap for now, set 1 we managed to start out in the positive with 3 wins out of 5. Although match 2 was a little bit on the weird side because it was all shiny flexes. It was all level like 1 or 2, like below CP 100 shiny flexes. So take with that what you will. Second set though, we did manage to still secure ourselves a positive win-loss, with all the teams maintaining that Ultra League level status with 3 wins out of 5. And most recent, in our first venture into Open Ultra League, we were not able to secure in the positive, but we still managed to get a respectable 2 wins out of 5. So far so good. As we do have one final team under our belt, one final chance at a positive win-loss. I don't think we're getting to rank 14 particularly, but you know, hopefully with this we'll be able to gain some good headway towards rank 14 by the end of this. And well, with all that said, and with time quickly running out, let's go ahead and jump right on into the basic rewards, jump into Open Ultra League. And our final team of tonight is going to be an Alolan Muck in all of its rainbow-esque glory. I guess multicolored glory. I don't know if I count that rainbow, but Alolan Muck is going to be rocking Poison Jab as well as Acid Spray and Dark Pulse. Smack dab in the middle is going to be the ever trusty Swampert rocking Mud Shot as well as Hydro Cannon and Earthquake. And finally we'll be closing out with the ever tanky Armored Mewtwo rocking Confusion and Psyshock. So with this team set, let's go ahead and find ourselves our first opponent of our final set of the night, which has been found. And this opponent's going to be Rolu DF Mom. Rolu DF Mom? Right. On any event, Rolu, let's see what you got. First matchup is going to be up against a Rose Raid. So, off to a particularly good start, actually, I would say. And with that, I don't think there's anything that could severely hurt us from Rose Raid. It's going to be the Fire Weather Ball. Yep, we're able to tank that fairly well. With that, we're going to go ahead and chuck an Acid Spray their way. You know, just start lowering their defense a little bit. Surely but surely. I cannot talk tonight. Yeah, with that, we'll go ahead and try and tank out their next move. I'm assuming we should be able to, no matter what. Is Weather Ball again. Does get us well into the yellow, but with that, I actually am going to go ahead and shield out this final one just so I can keep all of the energy that I have, because I think it'll just get us well into the red, but I think that Seed Bomb right after would finish off my Muck there. So try not to take our chances as much as we can, right? In any event, let's go ahead and fire off one final Acid Spray their way. Take out their last shield there. And with that, we're going to come in hot with the Armored Mewtwo. And with that, let's go ahead and fire off a Psy Strike their way. Clear out their Grand Bowl, and with that, the final month to deal with is going to be against an Alolan Raichu. I'm not gonna lie to you, I definitely was not expecting Alolan Raichu to make its appearance in this match. My goodness. Much respect to the the Alolan Raichu Ultra League Flex. My goodness. I generally don't know what to make of this. Huh. Wild. Okay. Alright, well, in any event, I'm assuming it's going to be firing another Thunder Punch our way. We should be able to handle that. Yep. We're not looking the greatest in terms of health, but we should be. Yep, we are able to fire off at least one final Psy Strike their way. And if it doesn't kill, then we do have Swampert hanging on the back. But fortunately, Psy Strike is able to finish off the Alolan Raichu, and we're able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so far, so good. We got ourselves 1 win under our belt. Let's see if we can go for 2 as we move on to our next opponent, who is going to be Hosea 98HT, I think it was. Alright, well, in any event, first matchup is going to be up against a Tapu Koko. I haven't seen a Tapu Koko before. Should be interesting. Should be interesting. Ooh, but with that, they switch right on out for a Swampert, who is going to be trying to tank out, or who should be able to tank out this Acid Spray. Yep. And with that, though, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for my Alolan. Alolan. Can you imagine if this was an Alolan Mewtwo? The heck are you doing in Alola with all that armor, man? Anyway, Armored Mewtwo is going to be fighting off against this Swampert. They'll fire off Hydro Cannon. We are able to tank that out fairly well, I would argue. With that, let's go ahead and fire a Psy Strike their way. Clear out their first shield. Don't take that. Thank you. And with that, they have been charging for kind of a while, so I will go ahead and respect their charging by blocking out this next attack. It's going to be Hydro Cannon, so I didn't need to block that. And speaking of, I'm assuming this next one's going to be Hydro Cannon as well. So that should get us, gets us right into the red, but we are able to survive that into the next mon. With that, Tapu Koko makes its return onto the battlefield. Then we're going to fire off a Side Strike their way and dip right on out of there and bring in our Swampert, into which case they'll bring in Moltres. And with that, they have decided, they're not about to deal with that Hydro Cannon life, and have decided to nope on out of here. So with that, we got ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's all around. Alright, so right now we are currently 2 wins out of 2. Let's see if we can keep this going as we go into match number 3, which is going to be against It's Dana. I wonder who it is. Alright, it's Dana. What do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Heracross. Bringing in that regional flex. Much respect to that. Both of us packing in some pretty nifty neutral damage. But with that, they do decide to swap out for the Sylveon. In which case, I'm going to chuck an Acid Spray their way, get their defense down a peg, and I'm going to go ahead and actually bring in my Swampert. Into which case, because I think Swampert has the least chance against her. I could be wrong. I could be horribly mistaken. But I think Swampert doesn't have as much of a chance against Heracross as the others. I could be 100% horribly wrong here and have miscalculated my play terribly. But at the very least, Swampert is able to get Sylveon well into the red here. Unfortunately, it is able to get off its charge move, Draining Kiss, so I didn't want to shield that out so my Swampert could live to fight another day. With that, Heracross does return. I probably should have fired off Hydro Cannon, but I think Earthquake's not going to be very effective, so that's 100% on me. But in any event, I'm just going to go ahead and shield out this next attack just in case it's Mega Horn, because I know that would hurt quite a bit against Armored Mewtwo. Nope, it was the final move from them was going to be a close combat, so Armored Mewtwo would have been able to handle that fairly well. With that, they're ending out with a Shiny Flex in the form of Shiny Giratina, who I'm assuming should be able to finish off my Armored Mewtwo with one Shadow Ball, which I'm assuming is coming our way in just a moment. Oh, it's Dragon Pulse. So we are actually able to survive that. Hey. Alright, with that, we are able to get to one final Side Strike, which should be able to finish off this Giratina and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so there we go. So far, we're actually on a pretty solid winning streak, at least with this team. We got 3 wins out of 3. Might as well keep going while the momentum's going. Let's go for that 4 for 4 as we go into our next match. It's going to be up against Rev Meldog. Alright, Rev, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Togekiss. So definitely going to be suffering some pretty nasty neutral damage from that charm, but fortunately we're able to produce some super effective damage with our Poison Jab their way. And we should be able to buff up the damage a little bit more with this Acid Spray. And with that, they have decided to swap out for the Empoleon, into which case I will swap out for my Swampert. I believe this is probably going to be Hydro Cannon. I think we should be able to tank out one. Oh, it's Drill Peck. which we are still, in fact, able to tank out one. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way. Let's see if we can... Oh, nope. They've read into that pretty well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and just fire off another Hydro Cannon their way. We're either going to take the shield or get them, at the very least, into the red, I'm assuming. Okay, so we do manage to take out the final shield there, so I will take that. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm just going to go ahead and say goodbye to my Swampert here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, though, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Armored Mewtwo. I'm probably going to go ahead and shield out the next move that Empoleon throws our way, because well, we are down one Pokemon. I want to try and keep him alive as much as I can. Plus, we are up on shields, so we're good there. Alright, so with that, we have gone through the Empoleon. We are now face to face with the Togekiss. We do have Side Strike at the ready, so let's go ahead and fire that off their way. Get them well into the red there. And with that, we're able to confuse Togekiss right off the battlefield. And with that, the final mon to deal with is going to be a Venusaur rocking Razor Leaf. Well, points on differentiating your fast move there. I respect that. With that, we should be able to finish it off with Confusion. Yep, there we go. And we managed to secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's all around. I'm starting to think that Armored Mewtwo is probably something a lot of people have not come across. Oh, I guess it is what it is. Yeah. He's not the greatest in the league, but it's certainly something people aren't expecting, I'm assuming. No one expects the Armored Mewtwo. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe I've just been getting lucky. Who knows? Alright, but in any event, we managed to get ourselves 4 wins so far. Let's see if we can end tonight in a 5-0 sweep. I'm assuming this is our 5th match as we go into this next match, possibly our final, against Simo Green. Alright, Simo Green, what do you got? First matchup going to be up against an Ursaring. I'll give you props. Definitely something different. Alright, but with that, they're going to swap right on in for the Swampert, into which case I will swap right on in for the Armored Mewtwo. And with that, they're going to fire off Hydro Cannon. We are able to tank that out fairly well. Although we're probably going to want to tank out... Yeah, we can take out one more. One more. Get us well into the yellow. That, we do have our charge move at the ready. Finally. Let's go ahead and fire off that Side Strike, I'm assuming. Yep, we're going to be clearing out their first shield. We might be able to get to their second if I'm able to charge fast enough. That's the only thing about Armored Mewtwo is that since it's packing Confusion, it is incredibly slow. But we are at the very least able to get to one final Side Strike, so we're either clearing out their second shield or we're clearing out their Swampert. Okay, they are going to be using their final shield there. I am going to try and tank out this next one with Swampert. It should get us well into the yellow, or actually still in the green, so... Ooh, but with that, they're countering me pretty hard with the Zarude. Speaking of unexpected encounters, we got ourselves a Zarude. Alright, fair enough, you got me there. And I thought Armored Mewtwo was the surprise. But Zarude coming in hot with the Vine Whips. With that, I'm going to go ahead and respond to your Grass type with my Alolan Muck. Which is, I am going to go ahead and shield out here because I do not know what Zarude knows. His Power Whip, probably could have tanked that, but no, better to play it safe than sorry. Speaking of which, Swampert has returned to the field. I'm going to go ahead and waste no time here and fire off a Dark Pulse their way. Hopefully it's enough to... Okay, yep, it is enough to clear out the Swampert. And with that, the final one to deal with is going to be the Ursaring. And with that, just in case my Muck bites the dust, let's go ahead and dip your defense as far down as we can get it. With that, they're going to go ahead and fire off a close combat our way. With that, I think that's dipped their defense well enough to that this Acid Spray should be able to finish them off. And with that, we are able to secure ourselves victory number 5 of this set. 5-0 to end the night. I'll definitely take that. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we were able to successfully claim this 570 Stardust, the Sinnoh Stone. We got ourselves an encounter with a Woobat. Oi. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a brand new Woobat. Not the greatest of IVs, I'm going to transfer you out. And with that, we'll claim these 3 rare candies as well as this 1140 Stardust when it returns to the screen. Alright, and with that, we actually have made it to rank 14. And we got ourselves a cool 2880 Stardust. Heyo. I'll take that. Yeah, there we go. Ending the night on a major positive 5-0. Got ourselves up from rank 12 to rank 14. I'll definitely take that. So yeah, started out in Ultra League Premier Classic. Keeping it consistent with 3 wins out of 2 for both sets. Started out a little bit on the rough side in our venture into Open Ultra League with 2 wins out of 5, but we did manage to end very strong as we got ourselves a solid 5-0 to close out the night. So yeah, all in all, I'd say we had a very good night. Ultra League, definitely the hardest to diversify in, but you know, if you manage to find your niche, there's ways to excel, I guess. Ultra League is always kind of a weird middle one, I'm not gonna lie to you, but at least at the very least tonight we had a good run. We had some good runs tonight. But yeah, I think that pretty much does it for our bout in Ultra League, at least for now, in Season 12, until it eventually comes back sometime in the near future. In the meantime, yeah, that pretty much does it for our Ultra League bout in Season 12 for now. But that also does it for this stream as well. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned in to this one. If you enjoyed this stream, you can always follow us on Twitch. We also do stream over on YouTube as well as have some edited VOD content on there. If you want to check that out, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, also known as Voyaging Trainer. You can also follow us on our social medias, Twitter and Instagram, for updates in relation to upcoming streams for the week over Twitter and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. And finally, if you want to catch up on any of the VODs for the streams that happen exclusively on Twitch, you can check out our sister channel, Voyage Archives. Alright, but yeah, once again, thank you for all of you who tuned into this one, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. See you.